Hi, and welcome to another video by Get It Done Home Repairs. Today's project, we're going to be installing a pendant light right in this location. Now, we previously took down the fixture that was up in here, and we're going to put this one here in place of it. I'm going to bring you in there, I'm going to show you what kind of tools you're going to need, and then we're going to get up here and we're going to get this job done. Okay, this is an example of what kind of tools you're going to be needing. We're going to need a Phillips head and probably a flathead screwdriver. We may need wire strippers. We're going to need some wire nuts, and we're going to use the old screws that came out up in here because these are a little bit longer than the ones that came with the unit itself. This is our pendant light here that we're going to be putting up. Now, this cable here was much longer than we needed. So what we did is we shortened it up. You loosen up this piece right here, you slide the wire through, and then you cut it off at whatever length you need. Now, I cut it to the length that I need for the location that we have here. And that's it. We're going to get up there and we're going to put this light in there. Now, this is what they call a non-voltage contact tester. Just in case you are not sure the power is on, you can check to make sure if the power is on or off. And the way it works, basically, just turn it on, touch the wire, and if there was power in the wire, it would beep like crazy. I'll bring you up there and I'll show you how it works up top here. Now, this is a wiring that was in the light fixture itself when we took it down. We have our white wire, we have our red wire, which is going to be our power coming in. We also have a ground right up inside here too. We are going to tie into that ground as well. All right, now if you're not sure which one is power, you would just take your tester, put it up against it. If it beeps like crazy, you know there's power. So let me turn the switch on and I'll show you what I mean. So now you know there's power in that one. Even though it's red, it's going to connect up to our black lead on the fixture itself. Okay, we make sure now that the power is off. It's off. All right, so now let's put our bracket right up here, and we'll mount this light up. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do, as I said, this is our power lead. This is our white, and this is our ground right in here. And you can tell because all the wires right here are all copper colored. So we're going to connect this wire here that came with the new unit itself in with this bundle of wires right here. So let's take this off. Okay, I'm going to use a new wire nut because I don't like that one. And this goes just wrap it around just like this. And then you screw this nut back on in the clockwise position. And you screw it down as tight as you can by hand. Once it's in there and it's tight, give it a tug to make sure it's nice and tight, which it is. And then this wire will finish where we can recess it back up into the box and out of our way. Just like that, okay? Next, we're going to take our bracket and we're going to mount our bracket up inside here as well. Okay, now we have them both coiled. We're going to screw them down until this bracket touches into the ceiling. Okay, you want to make sure it's centered on the screws, and then we'll snug this down, just like that. Same thing on this one. Snug it down until it touches the ceiling, just like that. Does not have to be real tight. We don't want to damage the drywall underneath it. Okay, remember that wire we're finished with, so we're just going to tuck this up and out of the way, just like that. Now we're going to grab our light fixture. Okay, make sure the wires are nice and tight, which they are. And next we'll take these wires and we're going to stick them up into the box up here to recess them up out of our way. Doesn't have to be real far up, just out of the way like that. Okay, then we're going to take this and we're going to take this wire and we're just going to loop it around in the bottom over here, and then we'll catch the 2 screws right in there. Let me grab the screws. Now we'll tighten them both down evenly. We'll snug this one in first. They do not have to be real tight. You're just going to snug them down till they touch. Just like that. And just like that. And that's it. That's all there is to hanging the light fixture. Let's put our light bulb in and let's make sure it works. Okay. Let's turn this one off. That's it. So as you can see, installing a light fixture is really not that difficult. Just make sure your power supply is turned off and you shouldn't have any problem with it. When you tighten the bracket up on the bottom, don't tighten it up real tight. You don't want to damage the drywall underneath it. The hardest part you're going to have is going to be catching these screws in here, because unfortunately you will have to hold it up and try to maneuver it around to put the screws in. So if you have an assistant to hold it for you, that's probably going to be the best thing to do. But that's it. This job is done and we're on to the next one. All right, as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.